happiness for you? I got some responses because I really wanted to know you all before you know me. So happiness is celebration. Happiness is motivation. Happiness is dogs. I love dogs. Happiness is traveling. Happiness is peace. Happiness is success. And I also wrote what happiness means to me. It says inclusion, okay? So this is my happiness. Thank you. Do you think I'm not happy anymore? Do you think I'm not happy anymore? I'm the most happiest person. Because who are these people to include me? Who gave them that authority or validation to include me? I'm already included by my family, my friends, my team, my organization, my relatives, my parents, my home, everybody. Everybody included me the way I am. So meet the true Ankita Mehra, who's included, inclusive, standing in front of you and saying her heart out because happiness is inclusion. Happiness is the joy of being myself, is the real inclusion. Happiness of actually accepting me the way I've been, the way I am. And also, exploring my individuality is happiness for me. Happiness is just like everybody. I love to Netflix and chill. I love to go out with friends. I love to do bike ride. I love to drive. I love to hog food. There are days I love my cheat days. Sometimes I love to work out as well. So happiness is beyond everything. You might have seen that, Ankita, oh my God, you should tell a sad story, because you're part of community. I'm not going to do that today. Because I found my happiness when I stopped thinking about people, what they want me to become, and how I should be. Happiness is also appreciating the pride walks. Happiness is spending time with my family. Happiness is being with my partner and being happy all the day. And also, happiness is utilizing my privileges. You might have met so many LGBTQ individuals out there who are struggling, but as you see, I already accomplished my existence and my individuality, so happiness is helping them as well. There's a short story. So there was a time when one of a trans person called me on my phone, and this trans person was struggling a lot. They identify themselves as a trans man. They want to transition to become a man. And they were abused at home. Family forced them to wear clothes which are feminine. Family forced them to keep long hair. And family was also telling them that, get married to a boy. This person was actually abused at home, physically, and then this person called me that, Ankita, I really need help. I was like, okay, what happened? So this person told me the whole story. This person told me that I really need to get off the house. I'm very suicidal. There will be time it can go worst as well. And I was like, let me help this person. Within one day, we curated all the round of interviews. And this person was offered the next day itself. This person moved to a bigger city, and I'm very happy to share with you all, after a whole year, after earning, saving, this person started their transition journey, and they also accepted the true self of themselves. Giving happiness to other people is also my happiness. Happiness is leaving the old me and being the real me. My old me, yes, I had great friends. Yes, I was fitting in the boxes. And when I left that box to be the true me, I was very happy. And happiness is my family. My dad, who loves me, supports me, who cares for me, and who's always standing in front of me to take care of me and protecting me from the world of hate. Happiness is my sister, who said that I will not marry a guy who will not accept you the way you are. Happiness is my mother, who took 4 years to accept me, but when she did, She just loved me, and she attended my last TED Talk with me, where I was just being myself and sharing to the world about my journey. Now, let me tell you one thing. We all, as I said, we have privileges. I never had an easy life, right? Growing up was not easy, but I always wanted to focus on my career. I started my journey with working in call center. And then from call center, I was like, I need to become a better person. I need to work really hard. I want to be recognized not because that Ankita who's gay or a queer person. Ankita, who is a professional, she's very talented and she can achieve something really great. I've done my BCom, and I'm 26 years old right now, and I'm happy to share with you all with the journey of working in multiple startups. I reached in a very great position where I'm earning really good, and at the same time, changing people's life and using my LinkedIn profile to share with other people how they can change the workplaces. And also, hard work means that we need to involve people from the LGBTQ community in the offices and in the workplaces. But what do we want? Okay, we hire people, we are okay to hire, we'll give them jobs. But what next? People have the intention to change, but they don't know how to, right? We want gender-neutral washrooms, where we enter without hesitating that people will take our validation before we use the washroom just for a basic purpose. We need interviews with no unconscious biases. You have seen that people from the transgender community, they are just judged everywhere. Just imagine them stepping in the room for an interview, and then they are being judged. They have been asked questions which no other candidate should be asked. We need same-sex partner benefits. And I'm very happy to share with you all that India is actually changing, and I experienced this recently. I changed my organization, and in my organization, we had same-sex partner benefits. I was so happy to put my partner's name in that same-sex partner benefit, because for the first time ever, I felt something is made for me. Something which was for me. I am included. I can have my partner go through the same expenses like anyone who's married out there will go. This is what we want. We want to feel the small happiness around us where people are including us. We need teammates who are allies, because we go through a lot. Just imagine, we go through coming out journey, it's very exhausting. Teammates who support us, who does not say anything wrong behind our back, but they're definitely there to push us to do better things in life. We need end-to-end transition benefits. So one of my trans woman friend, she told me that she's going through a transition, and when I told her what is the process, all the companies, yes, they say that we can fund you for operations for become a trans person, but there's a whole lot of journey to that. Just an operation is not a journey. You have to go through multiple therapists. You have to do a lot of beautification. You have to change a lot of things together. And at the same time, when you go through this journey of transition, you should be supported by your employer to understand the pain that you are in. It's not easy to transition at all. So I need companies to understand this process and help end-to-end with all the financial and support-led benefits. We need those corporates to not do pink wash. I'll tell you what pink wash is. Putting the rainbow in front of the walls and not doing anything for the community. Just in the month of June, Jai LGBTQ, but rest, they don't do anything. Let the corporates not go through the pink washing module and actually work for hiring people, upskilling people. And also, we have to understand equity. We did not have exact same benefits like cishet or heterosexual people have, right? They go through right education, they're not bullied at school. There are a lot of trans persons who are told to leave the house. They're told to leave the house when they're 13 or 14 years old. Corporates need to understand that the training has to be given because they were excluded from basic education in India. So we need that to happen. And especially, we need respect. We need respect because we are there, because we are talented. I got the job because I'm talented. And we have to understand that. Now, going to the happiest part. As this is what we want, and I am telling you, I got all of that already. I am feeling very happy and included in the organization. Good times are coming because people are learning. Now, I'll tell you how I utilized my journey to do the benefit for the LGBTQ community. So I started with coming out on a national television, and I shared my sexuality in front of the world. Hey, this is who I am. Now, the bullies who were there, they will not judge me because I've reached somewhere. After that, when I realized that I have to step into diversity and inclusion as a career, I utilized my storytelling to share with a lot of people, a lot of humans, colleges, schools, corporates. Till now, I have given more than 350 plus sessions. I have also educated 450 plus talent acquisition and HR folks to learn more about diversity and inclusion, and at the same time, educating everyone daily on LinkedIn with the followers of 50,000 people, educating daily how they can introduce diversity and inclusion-led practices, and not just focusing on LGBTQ community, women returnee, people with disabilities, veterans, and many more, who are told as minorities. So now, I was also given the awards of Young Achiever by Rotract. I'm a LinkedIn top voice for social impact. I've also been featured in more than 100 plus newspapers, like Your Story, Youth Ki Awaaz, and many more. There are a lot of publications writing about this sensitivity module. I also don't utilize this media to just share my story. I give a value add. If they read this, they will learn something and they will implement it. Creating a lot of allies together is the dream and the mission of my life. And at the same time, I have been recognized India's top 20 leader, and I was the youngest one in the list to make that happen. I curated career fairs with my team for people with disability, LGBTQ community, women returnee, and women. And when I talk about LGBT community, we did the first career fair ever in North India for LGBTQ community, where 15 plus corporates came and almost 750 plus LGBTQ professionals got an opportunity to interact, and many of them got hired. So let's embrace inclusion, because everyone should be an inclusive person to make this world a better place, and let us embrace the true beauty of being you. That is the true happiness. Thank you so much.